All right, man. How are you doing?
Very good. Have a good background there. Some amps, guitars, drums.
Yeah, it's where I hang out and do my thing.
Very cool. Rick Ventura, how's it going with you in the land of rock and roll? Should be pretty
I'm doing good.
good.
Doing good, man.
That's awesome. It's like, what you been doing these days, like doing lots of work, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. For the past year, 6 months or so, we've completed our record Closer to the Flame. We did 2 videos. The first one came out end of last year, Wanted, and last month, Stand or Fall. So we've been working real hard, and we're just working on a 3rd video now to coincide with the release of the album on April 15th.
Right.
Yeah, so
the videos look good, by the way. Very good quality.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Very good quality videos. Yeah.
Thanks.
It's like when you see stuff like that, it makes you want to go further and maybe check out on Spotify now. And, what do you think of that? Now it's like all digital, the media. It's like,
sure.
It's not the days, going to Walmart and buying an album or a CD.
Yeah, right. I guess that's where you go. You watch the video on YouTube, you go to Spotify, wherever, or Apple Music and pick it up. Yeah, it's a very, very different world. Yeah, it's been like that for a while.
Yes, back in the day, we had some record stores, pretty much everywhere. And today there is still record stores, here and there.
Sure, there's small ones. Yeah.
They carry the stuff, and that's great. But sometimes people have to travel 3 hours. It's like going to a concert now just to get your favorite band CD. It's not getting easy.
I know, it's an event.
It is an event now.
Yeah, I would have to travel a bit to find a record store. It's just they're not in the neighborhoods. they're far in between.
Rick, let's say, making the album, guitar rigs and guitar amps and all that stuff and guitars. What have you been using on this album? Because it's like a double album as well. And I mean, I'm sure there's different stuff on it.
Yeah. Yes, lots of new gear out there. And I come from really old school, so I'm just just Les Paul into a Marshall. So playing through a live amp, mic'd in a room and mixing it up. And I used some small amps too. I have a late 50s Epiphone amplifier, which sounds amazing. So that makes an appearance. So it's a combination of those.
You take some amplifiers and, making this album sounding good. You combine the amplifiers sometimes, left, right, to make this stereo.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh, sure. Yeah, sure. We'll have Marshall coming out left side, Axe effects on the right side. Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, we blended it. Sure. Yeah, most of it's done with that. I think there might be 1 or 2 tracks where it's just a Les Paul through a Marshall, but most of it's blending it.
And also mixing the drums and stuff. You guys have a unique sound on this album, and the drums do carry. And you guys got some effects on the drums at parts. It's good to hear because we don't get that much in music anymore. With that type of
yeah. Yeah, we tried to play around. With the opening track, actually, yeah, the track opens with bass and drums, actually. The album opens with just a bass and drum thing happening there with effects on it. So it's kind of unusual, you think a guitar-driven band, the first thing would be the guitar, but it's a little different, a good drum sound. That's the foundation. So it's important to get a good sound there because it drives the band.
And let's say going back, to making music videos, do you find that, the making of a music video is like more important now than it was, back in the day, because it's like it's the
Oh
only thing
yeah,
bands got now.
yeah. It seems that's the only way you're exposed to something new is like those days, and you would see a cover that would strike you, and you would say, "Wow, what's this band about?" But now it's like, I guess when you're on YouTube, you just scroll through videos and you see a video. Oh, check this video out. Let's check this band out. So that's what grabs you now. It seems.
YouTube's kind of like the magazine of the '80s now. It's the people going that.
Yeah.
It's a
right.
interesting world. Rick, let's say if we're playing music live, are you guys doing anything right now? Riot Act, like playing gigs?
Well, coming in August, we'll be heading to England for the first time. Every time there was a gig or some kind of slot or something, it would get shut down. So we haven't played in such a long time. So this August and September we'll be in England and in Spain doing Lillian Act. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, the only time this band actually played was 2 years ago at the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame. We performed 2 songs at that show, and remember Eddie Trunk was the host of it, and he was really curious to hear this band because he was a Riot fan. So he really got a kick out of us playing. We played 2 old Riot tunes, and it went over well, and he really enjoyed the band. So, and after that, it was just everything came to a halt.
Right.
So, yeah, we're really excited about playing this summer.
And it's like that, the decision behind making a double album instead of a single album, and revisiting the old stuff. Where did it come from there, to decide on doing that?
It started, we originally did, about 2 years ago, we cut 6 songs, old Riot songs. A label had asked, well, when the band first started, it was Lou Kouvaris who was on the first Riot record, and it was me. Lou was always bugging me to get together and do something. When Riot was inducted into the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame, I called Lou and I said, I think you're right, Lou, let's get together and do something. So we decided to put a band together. And so when you do that, when you get 2 people that were from an original band that had a following, promoters and people want to hear, hey, what are these guys about? Can they still play? Are they any good? So we decided to, they wanted to hear some stuff. So we picked 6 Riot tunes, and we had an amazing vocalist, Don Chaffin, and Claudio Galinski, Paul Ranieri on bass, Claudio on drums. And we cut it, and it sounded really good. So that's why we did that. And then they asked us to do some more tunes. So we wound up doing 6 more. We weren't trying to recreate the past. We just, it would be kind of cool to bring the songs up to date with modern technology. They sound really good. So that's going to be the bonus disc along with the 10 originals on the new record. So it'll be cool for Riot fans to hear. And it's the last time, unfortunately, that you'll hear Lou Kouvaris on those 12 Riot tracks on the bonus disc, because he passed away 2 years ago this month from COVID, right after the band played that Heavy Metal Hall of Fame show. 2 months later, he passed away, and so it was a very dark period for the band for quite a few months. But we came back with 10 originals, and we decided to go forward, and we had a lot of music in us to get out there. So we were hard at work,
right,
for the last year and a half on that. It was a very strange period recording during COVID, where it was hard to get out there and be comfortable. You know, everybody had to keep their distance, and I did some stuff at home, and then we get together every once in a while and try the new ideas out. And there was a lot of energy and excitement and emotion in the band, and I think it all comes through on the record.
And also, Rick, like in these times, you know, the last 2 years, a lot of people are doing virtual shows and stuff. It's like, did you guys embark into that route a little bit, you know, to like get some rehearsals on Zoom? I don't know, stuff like that.
Well, we have a large studio. Every once in a while, just the three of us, Paul and Claudio and myself, we would get together and go over material. We didn't any. I know there's programs there where you can play. I forgot what it's called. Where you can, wherever you are, you can just somehow jam together. But we didn't do that. No. It's the whole thing about making music is being in a room with your bandmates and feeding off each other, you know. So
sure.
It's yeah. So I that's got to be weird, you know, doing it through a Zoom type of situation.
Carrying the Riot legacy, you know, and just keep on doing some stuff. And for the old fans and new fans, I mean, people I'm sure are really happy that you're doing this and keeping Riot Act going and just all this good stuff. It's all positive. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. We've gotten really good response because, you know, I think when fans of the period of Riot that I was in with Fire Down Under in that era, we had really hardcore fans, and you know, once they hear, okay, one of the guys from any band, you know, if an original member from a band is going to do something, I think there's always going to be some interest there.
Mm-hmm.
To the album and Released Wanted, you know, it's like, okay, here's our first new song. You know, you always wonder how people are going to react to it, but the response has been excellent. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, everybody that's heard it seems to enjoy it, so that's really cool. So hopefully when the record hits, it just develops even more.
Rick, I'm going to say thank you for your time today, and you know, talking about Closer to the Flame coming out in April. This is going to be a great release, and just keep on doing great videos as well.
Yeah, we have a series called Behind the Curtain, so every week or so we're going to have little clips, guys in the band, and talk about different things. It'll be entertaining.
Good.
Yeah, so thank you.
You're very welcome, and you have a great afternoon.
Yeah, my pleasure. Nice talking with you.
All right, Rick, you keep up the great work, and more YouTube videos. That's what the people need to see, the promos.
All right, cool. Take care.
All right, you as well. Bye.
Bye.